Hey guys, we made it to Roan Mountain. Jan's back here somewhere. I don't know where she's at. Oh, there she is. She's back there taking pictures. But we made it to Roan Mountain State Park in Tennessee, and it is a gorgeous park. We're actually thinking about spending an extra day here instead of just 2 nights. We're thinking about spending 3 nights. It looks like there is a ton to do here. Jan keeps walking right on by. Look at her. She's not even going to come over here and say hi. Is she going to come over and say hi?
Hi.
She's being Miss Grumpy Pants.
What?
I don't think she wanted me to film on the way down to the visitor center, did you?
No.
Not really. Listen to her. No. Did you hear that pitiful no? But I wanted to get something in because it's such a beautiful park. We're coming up. We just passed a creek and we're going to come up on, is it called Dove River?
Doe.
Dove? Doe?
D-O-E, Doe.
Oh, doe, like
Do-re-mi.
like a deer doe. So we are coming up on the river there, and the park is really spread out. So the visitor center is what, about 2 miles down the road?
Something like that.
Something like that. So the campground is separated from the visitor center. There is she's afraid I'm going to hit her again. There is a little information kiosk down here where you check in for camping, but we think we're going to go down to the visitor center and get all of the maps for the trails. You said there were, what, about 6 trails?
I think there's more than 6.
There's a lot of trails.
I can't remember, more like maybe 10.
Right, and we just, when we came out of our campground loop, there was a lady there unpacking, and she said, you got to go to the top of Roan Mountain. Oh my goodness, I am just butchering every name in the book for our campground.
What are we on?
One thing, I think if you... Yeah, do you know your ABCs? Remember we were watching that? It was funny. Yeah, one thing you're going to learn is do not follow any of the names that I call anything around here, because it's I'm wrong. I'm inevitably wrong. Maybe I'll get 1 or 2 names right. Like my name is Scott. This is Jan.
And this is Doe River.
And this is Doe River. You can see, look at, there's kids down there playing in Doe River. So we are having a blast. I really spun around pretty quick there. We're having a blast so far, and I think that's why we're going to decide to spend another night here, because there's just so much to do, and we don't want to miss out on it. So, I'm going to spin around here real quick so that you can see the Doe River on that side, and there's a car coming, so I'm going to go across the road, and then Doe River on this side. Pretty nice. Really beautiful campground. What?
Doe River on this
Doe
side.
River, Doe River on that side, like it would change names going under the road. But you can see she's making fun of me. I may not let her eat tonight. I don't know. We're having spaghetti, so I don't know if I'm going to let her eat tonight. She's not going to get any of my garlic knots. I know that. So, okay, we're going to go into the campground registration area and see if we can find out some information about the visitors park. But we did want to let you know that this is a gorgeous park, and we're going to probably spend an extra night here, so we should have some pretty good content. So until then, we'll see you later. Bye. We're fanning ourselves here. Jan is all glowing. I'm going to say glowing. I'm not going to say sweating. But anyway, we're on the side of the mountain. We're doing our hike this morning out of Roan Mountain State Park.
I gave you some brownie points, but then they went right away.
Just went right away. We are not on Roan Mountain today. We're going to go there this morning. We're going to go up to Roan Mountain tonight. There's supposed to be a really nice overlook into the valley, so we're going to go there tonight. This morning we hiked right out of the park. Nice little trail. It's about, what, 2 miles? And it goes all the way around the campground, up and down the mountain that is in the park, not Roan Mountain, like I just said, not Roan Mountain. I'm repeating myself. But anyway, we're out hiking. It's with the hands. We're having a good time this morning. The weather is really nice. You start at the bottom of the park entrance and go along the river, and then you turn and go straight up the side of the mountain. So it is a bit of a climb. If you're not used to climbing up a mountain, it's pretty steep at certain sections. Jan's not having a lot of fun, but it's not bad. Now we're going down, so we got the easy part. I was going to tell her to ball up in a little ball, and I'll push her down the trail and let her roll down the trail, but I don't think she's going to go for that.
Yeah,
no. So we are on the trail. It's a beautiful morning this morning. It must be 81 degrees or less, 78. It's beautiful out. And it is a little bit late. We got a late start this morning, so it's probably...
What? You got me up at 5:30 this morning.
It was not 5:30 this morning. Someone slept in this morning, so we had up. I slept in a little bit too, I know. But we didn't. We stayed up a little late last night, so we slept in this morning. Had a good dinner last night in the park, cooking outside because the weather was so nice. We are like I said, on the side of some mountain. I don't know what the name of it is. Heading down back into the park. Probably going to do boring laundry this afternoon after we get back because we've got a whole bunch of stinky clothes. So we're going to do that. Going to finish hiking on the trail. I know everybody wants to know that stuff. That's important information to know. So we are heading down the trail. We thought we would catch you guys up to what we're doing this morning. We will definitely check back in this evening when we're on the top of Roan Mountain in that overlook to give you guys an idea what that looks like. She'll make it, no problem. But until then, we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Are you dangling your feet in the water, sweetie? Is it cold? It feels good?
It feels so good I want to jump in.
Are you rewarding yourself for that long hike?
Yes. I could reward myself so much better if I could just jump in.
I know. It feels good on your feet, though.
It does.
That's for certain. It is cold, though. I think my toes are turning blue. Or red. I don't know what it is. Is it red or blue when it gets really cold?
Blue.
Blue? Okay, well, we're not blue yet. So,
we're not getting up.
That was a fun hike. A lot of climbing, a lot of elevation gain over that 2 miles. That was for certain. Yeah. I'm going to try to turn the camera around and see if you can see me. Here I am, probably far away, but we're shooting this on the phone because my camera is up there on the bank. So we're shooting it on the phone, having a good time, finished up a nice hike, and we're going to go and have lunch now, I think. I think we earned lunch, didn't we?
Yes.
I think so. We earned lunch. So we're going to have lunch, soak our feet in the water a little bit more, and then head for lunch. Right, sweetie?
Yes.
Say bye.
Bye. Bye, sweetie.
Good morning, guys. Here we are. We are, as you can see, we're at Carver's Gap. Jan, oh, did you see how I tilted that camera? That was very creative. Here comes Jan. She was over taking pictures of flowers like she normally is. Our goal is to hike the Appalachian Trail up to a couple of balds that are up that way. And then we are going to the rhododendron garden. Right, sweetie?
Yes.
Yeah, she's kind of happy this morning. She got to sleep in a little bit. It's really nice because it's overcast, so it's not going to be very sunny. It's very cool. It's, of course, I'll show you here. We're about 5,500 feet above sea level, so it's going to be a little bit cooler. But it should be a nice hike this morning. Just going to enjoy it with it not being hot and having to go back to Florida in a few days where we talked to our son Justin. He says it's still hot down there. So we're trying to decide if we're going to go home or not. We may just stay here. Maybe become bums working 7-Eleven.
Yes.
Yep, she could do that. So we're gonna hike the trail, and we will catch up with you probably when we get to the top of the bald up there. It's supposed to be a pretty nice overlook out into the valley. So we will do that, and then we will see you in a bit. Bye. So we came up the trail and we are walking through, these are some kind of pine trees, I think, sweetie, or maybe some kind of Christmas tree-like tree. And it's kind of, this video doesn't do it justice because it's so bright. The camera's trying to compensate for it being dark in here. But the trees are so freaky. They have all these branches coming off of them. I'm going to come over here to this one. And when you walk in, it's like walking into a Star Wars movie. It's really freaky, isn't it? It's like, wouldn't you agree? It's like walking into a Star Wars movie?
I was actually thinking it was like walking to
Avatar?
No.
No, what were you thinking?
I was thinking like Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, Hansel. Well, it is. It's weird.
Because it's the enchanted forest.
Yeah, the enchanted forest. There we go. There are these trees with all these branches coming off of them and no foliage. It's really weird. This is going to be a weird word for me to use, but mystical. I know that's very strange, but Hansel and Gretel come bounding over the mountains here, worrying about a witch or something. But this is really pretty cool. So we are making our way up.
The temperature drop was amazing.
Oh yeah, it dropped 10 degrees coming in here. So we are on our way to the bald, and it is absolutely gorgeous here. If you get a chance to come up here to Carver's Gap, nice little hike, not a lot of work to get here. Most of it's driving, so I would say you enjoy it. So when we get to the top, we will check back in. So guys, we made it to the top of Mount Baldy. You can see we've got a great view here. Jan even came this far. She usually doesn't like to get this close to the edge. She gets kind of paranoid that the ground is going to fall off from underneath her, but you can see we got a gorgeous view into the valley. It's a nice little hike, and it's a gorgeous day. You can see, look at the sky. It's blue with white clouds. It's gorgeous.
A little bit of gray thrown in.
A little bit of gray thrown in, but this is the Smoky Mountains, so you can see off in the distance it's real hazy, but up close here we got a nice view of the valley. We're going to take a break here and probably have a little snack and something to drink, but we thought we would give you this nice view looking over the side of Mount Baldy into the valley. We'll probably turn around and go back down, and I think we have to go to that mountain behind us. There's a rhododendron garden up there, so we're going to go up there and see what that's all about.
Drive. Where you going?
Jan said we're going to drive. Yeah, that'd be quite a hike. That's like 4 or 5 miles to the top of that mountain. So we will see you guys at the top of the mountain over there when we get to the rhododendron garden. Until then, bye. I'm going to say bye, sweetie.
Bye, sweetie.
Hey guys, we are on the top of Roan Mountain where Cloudland Hotel used to exist. It was a pretty popular hotel back in the early 1900s, late 1800s. It was a place where people would come to recover because the air up here was so clean. If you had allergies or asthma, the air was supposed to have medicinal purposes, so that's why this hotel existed up here. But 1927 it shut down, and by 1947 the hotel was completely gone. Nature had reclaimed the top of the mountain, and as Jan said, what did you say, sweetie?
It was a bit of a letdown.
She was expecting to see something up here, and
yeah.
there's nothing.
It's
except woods.
Yeah,
Few rocks for the foundation and stuff like that.
Some deck over there, some stone deck. But
not much left. Anything that's stone is the only thing that's left. So, but it's kind of neat. We're up pretty high, 6,289 feet, I think. So we're a little bit higher than we were over on, what was the name of that place? Something bald.
Round Bald.
Round Bald. So a little bit higher there than we are here. But we thought we would show you what was left of the Cloudland Inn. Not much. Some rocks. We're gonna head over to the gardens now. Jan was expecting a grand hotel like in the lobby of the Titanic ship, you know, from the movie Titanic, and you saw that grand ballroom. I think Jan was expecting to see that up here, but no, that was not the case. So we're gonna head over to the gardens now. Bye. Okay, so we're hiking over close to the gardens, and Jan found her Christmas tree for next year. She's gonna mark it and tag it. It has a beautiful, she's laughing at me, but I'm going to put a mark on it, and she's going to come up here and cut it down next year. She's going to have to do it very clandestine because this isn't the National Forest. But if you rub the leaves or the needles, it has that really great Christmas tree smell. So we got Christmas in July, even though it's the last day of July. But it is a beautiful Christmas tree. See, it even looks like a Christmas tree. It's got needles like a Christmas tree, everything like a Christmas tree. Just missing the ornaments. And we can't cut it down and take it home. But we found a Christmas tree for next year.
Did you say Christmas tree one time?
I'm going to say Christmas tree one more time. Christmas tree, just because of you. She's making fun of me again. Okay, well, I'm going to shut up before she makes even more fun of me. Bye. So we are making our way up to Peg Leg Mine. Isn't that right, Jan?
Yes.
Yeah, did you hear that? Boy, that was a resounding yes, wasn't it? It's not very far hike. It's only, what, about a half a mile?
Yeah.
Something like that, 0.4 miles, not very long. Seems pretty scenic though. It's the site of the old ore mine. They used to mine iron ore up here. Just don't mind me, I'm looking down because I don't want to fall. There's a whole bunch of roots and stuff here and I don't want to slip and fall. It's kind of a little wet and moist and slippery and I might hurt myself, so taking it easy. But we are heading up to the mine. We will keep you up to date. If anything exciting shows up, we'll be sure to video it. I don't know what are you doing back there, Jan?
Well, I was worried it was slick.
See, she was worried too. So I'm not the only one that's cautious.
That sounded gross.
Yeah. So we will update you when we get to the mine. Until then, hopefully we won't slip, die, break our neck, whatever. That was that was morbid, wasn't it?
What?
Oh well. It was all in jest. Until we get to the mine, bye. So it looks like the entrance to the mine is right down there. Doesn't look very inviting. Not kind of a place that I'd want to go to work every day. What about you, Jan?
No.
Just looks like a giant hole in the ground. It's not. Of course, I don't know what I was expecting. You know, some kind of like a welcome center at a Marriott or something. I don't know. There it is. It's just a hole. I think there's some stairs to go down there. I'll walk down those stairs, but from up here, it's not too inviting. I don't think Jan would want to go to work there every day. Would you, sweetie?
No, sir.
No, that didn't even sound like she would give that second thought.
No.
No. At least there's a little wooden bridge to walk over. So let me make my way over to the entrance, and I will film when I get down there. So Jan is negotiating her way down the path.
I expect it to be slippery.
Yeah, she's thinking it's going to be slippery. But before I go down too far, you can see it's just a black hole. I don't know that I'm going to walk down these stairs, but I don't know. I think it's going to be so dark that you're not going to be able to see anything. I'm looking down so I don't kill myself on these stairs. There's a little water running out of the mine, so that makes it just all that much more intriguing to want to wander down into if you had to work there. God, I can't imagine what it would be like to have to go down in there. I know it's kind of dark and you're not going to be able to see much of anything, but it is. Jan is shining this little flashlight from her phone into that big dark abyss down there. It's kind of hard to see, I know, but
that's creepy.
It's
there
dark.
Is no way.
Yeah, it is dark. That's
like, it doesn't look like you can stand up, like you might have to crawl.
No, I think you have to crawl in there, and there's water running down the side there. So that mine is probably full of water anyway. I don't know. Maybe I don't know, I'm spoiled. Too lightweight, I think. I wouldn't be able to survive doing stuff like that. Would you, sweetie? Mm-mm. Yeah, we would live in the city, I think. Not too much in the city, but just kind of outside of the city. As long as I didn't have to do that. Okay, we're going to walk back up these stairs and try not to die. We thought you'd like to see the mine. Hey guys, well, this is our last night at Roan State Park. We got the grill going. Jan's sitting here warming her little tootsies up. We did want to close the video out here tonight, our last night, because tomorrow morning we got to get an early start to head to Georgia and the state park there that we're going to be staying at tomorrow. We just wanted to give 2 big thumbs up to Roan State Park. What a great park. We had a blast here. Like we said earlier, you know, we extended our stay here by 1 day, and I am so glad we did. We got in a full day of hiking today. We went to Roan Mountain, right, all the way to the top of that. Round Bald and the rhododendron garden, and also the sunset overlook. Really a great time. And we hiked to the iron mill, and it was just a garden. There was another hike that just kind of was called the garden hike, and it went through different parts of the visitor center. So had a good time there. Visitor center is pretty good too. A lot of information about Roan Mountain, and Mr. Wilder, who kind of founded the town and made it kind of prosperous, I guess you would say, with the iron mill. Also the Cloudland Hotel, which you know was no longer there, but he built that.
That was a bit of a bust in my eyes. I don't know what I was expecting, but
yeah, she expected the hotel to still be there, or at least parts of it.
Yeah, but there was nothing there.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the visitor center, they kind of explain everything that happened there, which is.
But yeah, at the visitor center, they did have some dishes from that hotel. So that was
from the hotel.
Neat.
Yep. So
dishes and I think it was like utensils and some of the like plates and stuff.
Yep. So it was neat. The visitor center is definitely worth the stop. It is open in only a limited amount of time, but it is worth visiting. The other thing was the balds up on Roan Mountain. Those were neat. There are no trees on the top of the mountain, and there's a whole bunch of different folklore about why there are no trees up there. Everything from scientific theories to Indian folklore about the different wars that took place and the gods that kind of blessed the Indians that won by not putting trees on top of the mountain so they could see their enemies coming. Whole bunch of different interesting stories, but it was really a neat hike up to the top of the ball because you can see everywhere. You can see a 360-degree panorama of the valleys below. So definitely worth a hike if you get there. Again, I can't say enough about Roan Mountain State Park. Great staff. The park rangers were great, and there's a lot to do in the park. We didn't get to do half the things in the park that are here. There's an amphitheater. If you're here on the weekend, they have concerts.
There's tennis.
There's tennis.
There's a swimming pool.
Yep, all kinds of stuff
And
we didn't get a chance to do.
Kind of roam in the creek. Or
Yep.
what is it, Doe River?
Doe River, yep.
So, and we did that after our hike.
Yeah, after our hike, we soaked our feet in the river because it was quite a hike. Yep.
Yeah.
So we did want to close the video out here. And remember, if you liked the video, give us 2 thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel so you can stay up to date with everywhere we go. And remember, keep chasing your dream. This vacation was a prime example of why you have to do that. Places we've never thought we'd get to see, we're getting to see because of Uno. So until next time, we will see you guys on the road. Bye.